I've helped over 1,000 men lose fat, but here's something that most people just don't know about me. For 15 years straight, I've stayed between 10 to 12% body fat. No extreme dieting, no cardio, and no giving up my pizza and my whiskey. So I'm gonna walk you through the 7 things that I've done consistently that make staying lean so easy and so automatic. Copy these 7 steps, guys, and you'll get down to 10 to 12% body fat in no time. Let's jump right into it. So the most important thing that I did that you should do as well is I counted calories for at least 1 month. Now here's the thing, guys. You definitely don't have to count calories forever because that's lame, right? But you should track calories for at least 1 month to get calorie awareness. That way you can get and stay lean. Because here's a bit of a stat that's going to shock you. Most guys, when they track calories, they underestimate how many calories they're taking in by 20 to 50%. So think about that. If they're tracking calories, they're underestimating 20, 50%. Can you imagine how many calories you're underestimating if you're not tracking calories? So track for at least 1 month, guys. Once you get the hang of it, I'll tell you on later in the video what you can do to veer off tracking, because obviously no one wants to live the rest of their life on MyFitnessPal. The second thing that I do that you should be doing as well is you should be strength training at least 4 times per week. Now, what's one of the biggest mistakes guys make when we're trying to lose our belly fat? We try to burn calories, right? Like I was that guy before, doing like HIIT workouts, extra cardio sessions, but it just left me more beat up, less muscle, and I just kind of felt depleted and tired the whole time. So what I basically did was I scrapped the cardio, I scrapped the HIIT, I focused on walking, more on that later, but I just really focused on my strength training sessions. Now I do 5 strength workouts per week, but I would definitely recommend if you are, say maybe new to working out or you want to just take it to the next level, even just aim for 4 for now. That's all you need. If you do that, guys, that is the foundation and that's the base. And that's how you basically lose fat long term, because I'm sure some of you know, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're gonna burn at rest. So make sure, guys, you strength train at least 4 times per week if you want to get and stay lean for life. The third thing I do is I walk at least 10,000 steps per day on 95% of the days. So I get what you're thinking. This is more boring to talk about than a lame soccer game. Shots fired to soccer fans. I apologize. But walking, guys, is an absolute game changer for fat loss. So if you're not walking, let's say at least 8,000 steps per day, this is the biggest and easiest low-hanging fruit that you can attack. Because obviously we want strength training to take care of our muscle mass, but walking is going to do, and why I think it's a little bit better than like steady state or even high intensity cardio training is because it's just so low impact on the body. And it's obviously going to help with your calorie burn a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. So if we couple our strength training, our nutrition, and our walking, that is an absolute cheat code when it comes to fat loss, guys. And if you walk at least 10,000 steps per day, I guarantee you're gonna see the fat melt off. It's gonna be one of those main habits that will help a lifetime to help you get and stay lean. The fourth thing I do is I have at least 150 grams of protein every single day. Now, so many guys struggle with getting protein in. Like we start making changes in our diet. Maybe we're doing cut out sugar, cut out carbs, we start eating healthier, but the next thing we know, our protein takes a nosedive. To get 150 grams of protein every single day, guys, it's actually pretty easy. I'll give you one quick tip here, and I'll tell you exactly how you can replicate and steal these recipes that I'm gonna show you. So one quick tip that I would really recommend is try to front load it the best you can in earlier in the day. So try to give it 100 grams of protein after lunchtime, so before, let's say 1 p.m. If you do that, you're basically set up for success the rest of the day. Now, you might be thinking like, how the hell do I get that while keeping the calories down? I made an Instagram reel on it, so Rich Becker Fit, you can check it there, or just download 40 free recipes in the comments below, and you can plug and play these recipes to keep the calories low, the protein high, and will make fat loss automatic. The fifth thing that I do is I never give up my pizza or my whiskey. Now, you might be thinking, how the hell does this help you get and stay lean, right? Because basically these have like higher calories with no protein. Well, the big thing here, guys, is sustainability, because I never feel like I'm dieting. And what is the mistake that most guys make? We go way too extreme, right? Like we cut out alcohol, we cut out sugar, we cut out carbs, we do keto, we do the carnivore diet. We try these extreme measures, we do good for a little bit, and maybe we lose a lot of body fat, but then we can't sustain it. And next thing we know, we're in that vicious cycle where we're losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. Well, what if I told you it's so easy to actually lose fat, but still Never give up those foods that you love. All you simply gotta do is follow a very simple system. And I'll link a video at the end so you can kind of watch it. I'll explain how to do it. But the fifth thing, guys, that's so important, what I'm trying to say is you have to have a diet that's sustainable, because if it's not sustainable, you can get lean, but you're not going to stay lean, which is ultimately what we want. The sixth thing that I do is what I like to call having a sixth sense. And no, I'm not talking about Bruce Willis, I See Dead People. Scary movie, by the way. What I mean by this is I know basically when to either increase or decrease my calories. Remember in point number one, I talked about track calories for a month, but then you don't have to do it forever. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Like right now, I don't have to track calories because I've done this for so long and I know essentially when to increase or when to decrease my calories. Like obviously on my my pizza football Sundays, when I'm having a lot of calories and I'm not moving a lot, I basically know, okay, the next day I got to decrease the calories a little bit. Or let's say I got to walk more a little bit to compensate for it. So the more experience you guys get with, knowing how many calories are in what and when you maybe went over or when you went under calories, you will develop this sixth sense, and it just makes losing fat so easy. It's been autopilot for you. But this is why it's so important to track calories to begin with. And once you kind of build up the knowledge and the experience, you can have the sixth sense. You never have to worry about tracking calories ever again. The seventh thing that I have, which is probably the most important of them all, is I have my deep reason why I have to stay in shape. And what do most guys do? We rely on motivation, right? Like we're pumped up, we go all in, 0 to 100, we're doing great for a few weeks, motivation starts to go down, and we're just kind of repeating that vicious cycle where we're starting, stopping, and we can't find that motivation to keep going. Well, this is what we really coach in our brotherhood group. We teach our guys to have a deep reason why you want to achieve your fat loss or your muscle building goal. And for myself, it's very straightforward, my deep reason. Like I'm a fitness coach, I have to lead by example, right? I'm a leader. If I let myself get out of shape, that sends a pretty bad message to my clients, right? So I have to set the precedent, and this is what keeps me going. So what's something that really ticks you? Like what's an emotional reason why you want to lose your belly fat? Is it because you don't want to be called names? Maybe because you have to lower your blood pressure. Maybe it's to prevent diabetes. Whatever it is, guys, think of a deep reason why you want to lose fat. Because you have that deep reason why, this will help you stay lean forever. And most guys don't have this reason, which is again why we lose weight, gain weight, and we just can't sustain it long term. Now, as promised before, I said I would kind of expand a bit more on what I like to call our weekend warrior method, where you can basically lose fat while still having those favorite foods. Check the video up here. You'll enjoy it. And please give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy this video also. Thanks, guys, and we'll talk soon.